International Training for Elders and Responsible Ones. October 2022. Week 4. Day 4. Morning Nourishment. 1 Peter 5:2-3. Shepherd the flock of God among you, overseeing willingly, according to God, eagerly, by becoming patterns of the flock. 1 Timothy 3:1-2. If anyone aspires to the overseership, he desires a good work. The overseer then must be without reproach, the husband of one wife, temperate, of a sober mind, orderly, hospitable, apt to teach. All the saints should be building members. First, the apostles, prophets, evangelists, and shepherds and teachers perfect the saints. This means that they build up the saints. Then the perfected saints become the building members. The expression every joint in Ephesians 4:16 refers to the specially gifted persons, such as those mentioned in verse 11, and the rich supply must be the particular supply, the supply of Christ. Further, the expression each one part refers to every member of the body. Every member of the body of Christ has its own measure which works for the growth of the body. The growth of the body is the increase of Christ in the church, which results in the building up of the body itself in love. Today's reading. Shepherding and teaching are the essential functions in the gifts, among the gifted persons, given by Christ the ascended head to the churches for the building up of his body. Among the four kinds of gifted persons, the ministry of the first three, that is, of the apostles, prophets, and evangelists, depends upon shepherding. This is confirmed by the Lord's charge to Peter in John 21:15-17. Without shepherding, the apostles, prophets, and evangelists cannot function. John 21:15 says, Jesus said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of John, do you love me more than these? Peter said, Lord, you know, because he had denied the Lord 3 times. In restoring Peter's love toward him, the Lord charged him to shepherd and feed his sheep. Peter speaks of Christ being the shepherd and overseer of our soul, our inner being and real person. Then in 5:1-2 he tells the elders that their obligation is to shepherd God's flock according to God. According to God means that we must live God. We have God in our understanding, in our theology, and in our teaching, but we may not live God when we are shepherding people. When we are one with God, we become God. Then we have God and are God in our shepherding of others. In addition to the shepherding by the main function of the gifted persons, Christ as the head of the church also charged the apostles to appoint elders, overseers, in all the local churches to carry out his shepherding of his flock. The head of the church gave many gifted persons to function in shepherding for the building up of his body, but the body is manifested in the local churches. The body is universal and abstract, but the churches are located and substantial. The local shepherds are more practical. Christ as the head of the church charged the apostles, the universal shepherds, to appoint some local elders to take care of the located churches. The obligation of the elders in the churches is to shepherd, as Christ did and as the gifted persons do. The elders are also obligated to teach to strengthen the shepherding and carry out its goal according to what Christ taught in the 4 Gospels and what the gifted persons taught in the epistles. 1 Timothy 3:2 says that the elders must be apt to teach. This means that teaching is their habit. Some elders have a quiet disposition. These ones especially must deny themselves to be apt to teach, and to be apt to teach is to be apt to talk. This is to talk not about vain things but about the truths of God's economy. This is the end of today's morning revival.